My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded, in particular with the mods Mod the Spire Launcher, the base mod Replay the Spire, the Construct Always Whale, and a new mod by the name of Fetch Mod. Made by Murderous Duck, it introduces a new keyword for getting a card directly from your draw or discard pile, also from your exhaust stack, I guess, called Fetch. And it should be pretty immediately familiar. Super intuitive here. So, like, Hologram's a great example of it. Game 3, fetch a card from your discard pile, where it would usually say, choose a card from your discard pile to put into your hand, right? That's a lot of text in order to describe that mechanic. Instead, fetch is choose a specified card from a specified pile and place it into your hand. Savvy? So it's actually on a fair few cards. There's Hologram, obviously. There's Exhume, obviously. There's All for One as well. Those are the ones that immediately come to mind. Choose a card from your draw pile and put directly into your hand. Is there... I think there's one of those in red, is there not? Unfortunately, I can't search by name. I've almost certainly just forgotten the other one. Or one of the other ones, rather. I can't remember it. Oops. Place a card from the exhaust pile into your hand. Exhaust? What is this? Should be fetch. I actually think that's probably my bad. I probably haven't updated to the recent version of the mod because I was given a directive that there is a version that updates it for the sake of Exhume. Cool. All right, let's go back into the construct. More elite spawning is always that good. Remove a card from my deck, lose 8 max HP and gain 250 gold. That's actually going to give me the opportunity to go to an early shop and then pick up a card that I want to like mega upgrade, and then I can define my run around that. Oh, this is a really juicy line though. If I go for no elites on the first line, I can have 4 upgrade spaces. Okay, totally doing that. Best defense and offense I could get out that turn. Maybe Bellows for just shy of the maximum damage I can deal this turn. Beautiful. Ancient Potion, gain an artifact is pretty good. Force Core, mega upgrade a Force Core. So if I upgrade the Force Core, it goes to shuffle a Force Core into my discard pile when I use it. If I mega upgrade it, it will shuffle a Force Core Plus, and then that will shuffle a Force Core into my discard pile, so you can actually, like, heavy cycle. Upgrade a card? Okay. I'm not going to play the attack mode or defense mode yet. I still need the ability to defend myself occasionally in these turns. I'm going to stop defending myself now and just go for attacks because we've got 2 Force Cores in the deck. Yeah, and I knew I was probably going to cycle through until I had lethal with just my strikes. Mode Shift Reinforce Heavy Bolt. Mode Shift Mega Upgraded. What would it even be? Draw 2 cards or something like that? I don't know. I'm not going to take any of those yet, though. Remove a card from my deck, sure. I can remove the strikes because with the Force Core, my strikes are going to become more impressive. So I'll need fewer of them to accomplish the same thing. One-way mirror and versatility. Survey options. Draw X, refund 1. So if I cast this for 1, it will draw 1 card and refund 1. So it has no cost at that rate. But if I cast it for X, if I cast it for 0, I draw 0, and then I get nothing back because refund can only return energy spent on playing the card up to its own value. Definitely don't want the Riot, so I'll choose something I've already gotten. One-way mirror. Into a block applied 12 vulnerability to all enemies. No, I'm going to intentionally not take that. Smith, get that Force Core mega upgraded. remove another card from my deck. I'm actually tempted to remove the survey options, to be honest. Should I? Probably not. Just remove a defend, just thin down the size of the deck as much as we can here. Upgrade this to become refund 2. So if I cast it for 2, it refunds 2. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Because now, like, if you get a card that pays for itself and draws a card, like, let's simplify that card, right, when cast at 1. Let's simplify it to a card you cast 0, it costs 0, and it draws you a card. It has no impact at all. If you removed that card from your deck, you would just draw the card that it had prevented you from drawing. So instead, this is a better situation because this can now dig you 2. So it's actually got an advantage when cast for 2. Matryoshka, the next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics. So the problem here is we now don't have things to mega upgrade, unfortunately. I mean, I can start upgrading the attack mode and defense mode, and then they'll mega upgrade after that, but... Fine. The mega upgrade is just 2 more strength and 2 less dex. It's not that great. So 311, enemy has 23 HP, so I actually can't. That is to say, I can't kill the enemy this turn. Can this turn, though. Zapper. Whenever you gain strength or dex, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. It loses strength for turn. Upgrades to... I mean, that's going to be insane. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's now a Zapper... Force Core heavy cycle deck. It's a lot of keywords in there, but look, yeah, just trust me. Trust me. I need you to trust me. Should have played the strike first, by the way. It's my bad. Let's play the attack mode, single defense, and then survey. Attack and defense mode. Beautiful. This is going to disable so many of our enemies. Look at all these force cores cycling, dealing a bunch of damage. Awesome. Regen potion, gain 5 regen as well as a bunch of cards I do not want. I've got to go to both of these upgrade spaces because I want to mega upgrade the Zapper. Take the Golden Idol for the max HP, happily. When you gain or lose strength or dexterity. It's actually not a significant upgrade for us, but sure. It means it will trigger twice off of things like defense mode. But the thing is, we're basically relying on our force cores to be triggering it. That was the whole idea. Attack mode or survey. We're gonna go all out aggressive here. Call it a hunch, but I think it's gonna work. Survey. Just deal a pretty ridiculous amount of damage. Alright. Survey's actually really handy here now. It's helping us really, like, hasten our cycles a lot. Because we can cast it for X, right? So we can actually cast it ridiculously high. Mass production. Choose a non-rare card in your draw pile. Exhaust your hand and replace it with copies of that card exhaust. Now, I can do that, to get a bunch of force cores in my deck. Problem with that is I don't get any benefit on the turn that I play it. Well, I do actually, don't I, right? As long as I have Zapper already played, then I can play all of those force cards for 0. Yeah, I'll take a mass production in this deck. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Every time you shuffle your deck, add 3 slime to your draw pile. Because we're going to be heavy cycling through the deck, because we're going to want to get as many activations of our cycle cards as is humanly possible, that's actually not going to be that great for us. Obviously, I don't want 3 curses in here. Ring of Chaos. Some card rewards have randomly altered stats and effects. This is going to be pretty wild, because I've also changed the setting that allows this to be more chaotic and less stable. So we'll see how it goes. 2 rests on the left, 3 rests on the right. Early shop as well. Good, we're going for this one. This is unfortunate. See, without the extra energy, I can't really... Like, I need the Zapper played before mass production does anything for me. That's really unfortunate for me. Oh well. Kind of have no reason to play the attack mode yet. It's just gonna jeopardize my defense from now on. Play 2 of those. Now I'm gonna start getting into the attack mode, because the force cores are going to cycle through again and lower the enemy's attack a lot. Cool. Mass production, take a force core plus. Lower the enemy's strength ridiculously, as well as introduce a bunch of force core pluses into my deck. Which is going to result in something like this happening. Oh, they're all question marks. Deal 38 damage. Discard 1 random cards and then draw 1 random cards. The upgrade is... makes it 1 cost to deal 38 damage. Critical hit. Whoa! I didn't want to take it! No! Cycle unless an enemy is weak or vulnerable. Deal 12 damage. I mean, it's not bad, but... Damn it. 0 cards in hand is actually going to happen to us from time to time. Might take it. I definitely have to remove a card from my deck, and it's probably going to be the... it's probably going to be like an attack. At the start of your turn, reduce your weak, vulnerable, and frail to 2. On pickup, increase your max HP by 5. I'm going to go with the Unceasing Top and a removal of a strike. Right, I don't have any curses. Cool. Removal of a strike. Save some money for a later shop. Gosh, I need some extra energy in this deck somewhere. I wonder how the mega upgrades are going to work on top of Ring of Chaos adjustments? That's going to be interesting to see. Well, we're going to be cycling all of our strikes here. Okay. Let's mass produce the Force Core plus. Excellent. And then we get a bunch of other cards coming into our hand because of the Unceasing Top. Really? Oh, that's unfortunate for us. Come on, get those Force Cores. Excellent. Zapper? Question mark. It's the same, it just costs 0. Good. That's very good. Synchronize, innate, when you draw 2 of the same card in a row. I mean... that's pretty good as well. Because we're going to be drawing a lot of Force Cores. This will actually just draw a ridiculous amount of cards for us. Synchronize. I wonder what's going to happen if I try to mega upgrade that one, though. Actually, it's already upgraded, so the mega upgrade is become 16. Okay, cool. So it's just plus 10. 5 apparition. No. Not how we roll. Synchronize, defend, let's survey. Shouldn't play that first. Alright, we're going to take 21 damage here. Not exactly excellent, unfortunately. Okay. Actually going to attack mode at the end of that. Get my stats a little closer together. Probably going to survey option for maximum draw. Yeah. Okay, scrap cannon. Deal 24 and exhaust. Scrap cannon plus, question mark, plus. Deal 24 damage as well as exhaust up to 3 cards. Exhausting cards from my deck is actually not going to be as... Oh, boost. Yeah. Exhausting cards from my deck is actually not going to be a great idea. It's not going to have an effect as fast as... Mass production is actually really, really good to upgrade here. It's not going to have an effect as fast as just not having an extra card in my deck and allowing myself to cycle through to my cores much faster. Excellent. Like that's pretty much exactly the opening hand we want. I'm actually a little taken back. Taken aback, too. So let's now mass produce force cores. And then we'll play them. And then we get to start drawing more cards. Yeah. Oh. Whittle baby enemies with no attack points. I love it. That's Synchronize. Oh, it's so good. Okay, versatility has been made 0 cost. Focus beam has increased its cost and increased its damage. Don't want either. What's the mega upgrade of this mass production? Just costs 1. That's actually really good. Because of the unceasing top in particular, that's really good. Do I have anything in my deck I actually want to mega upgrade right now? Yeah, the Synchronize. Of course. Because after my first shuffle, the Synchronize is going to be insane. Dreamcatcher, whenever you rescue, add a card to your deck, as well as the Divine Protection, gain 8 shielding at the start of combat. Not bad, not bad. From now on, I basically just want to remove cards. Our deck has all of its win condition intact. Damn. Losing Zapper is rough. There's a Force Core Plus in there. It's not bad. Okay. Attack mode. Survey. There goes a Force Core Plus, unfortunately. There's a critical hit in there. Do I want that? I mean, I can just exhaust this hand. Yeah, we'll do that. We get a bunch of critical hits. They don't really do that much for us, but they'll cycle, so it's fine. What I was really hoping was to try and get back to my cycles so that the Gremlin Leader wouldn't have much strength that turn. That's my bad. I shouldn't have drawn with the survey before I did anything else there. Foam Finger. Draw 1 extra card each turn. That's insane. Power up, question mark. It's just increased the numbers, but also the cost. Stasis. Exhaust a card. Next time you play this, add 1 mega upgraded copy of that card to your hand. We don't need that. Like, we totally don't need that. I don't want to lose my gold. Synchronize Zapper. I'm actually gonna Gambler's Brew all of these away. See if we trigger Synchronize at all, and we don't. I'll drop out an attack mode and then use Survey. Mass production's unavailable because there's nothing to mass produce. Damn it. You got me, game. You really got me. Come on, double draws. Wow, Synchronize never triggered. What garbage. Oh, fine. I'm going to Survey. It'll get me the mass production, and there we go. Red Mask. At the start of each combat, apply 1 weak to all enemies, as well as... I mean... I don't need Zapper. I don't need that Zapper effectively. Impenetrable I could actually totally need. And 25 block this and next turn. Impenetrable would just be good in the early game to help defend me while I wait for my combo to set up. It exhausts itself as well. I'm taking Impenetrable. Lantern's ridiculous. Gain energy on the first turn of each combat. I mean, Apotheosis is also pretty good, but the problem with Apotheosis is that it can't mega upgrade cards. You can't mega upgrade cards in combat. Look at that. Your upgraded construct cards can now be mega upgraded outside of combat. So it'll upgrade a lot of these cards, but like upgrades critical hit, upgrades defense mode, upgrades my attacks and strikes. Like it's actually not as good as it looks like it is. Instead, we're going to go Lantern and almost certainly a card removal. I would take Auto Turret, but we deal more damage with the consistency of our draws. So we don't actually need any of those. Right? Because Synchronize wants me to have the same card. If I could have Laser Core in this deck, or if I could have especially Guard Core, that would actually be really good, but I can't. Can't always get what you want. Synchronize is going to be really good. I want to mass produce the... Oh my god. I can't mass produce Zapper. That's dumb. Is it dumb? It feels dumb. And unfortunately, we already lost our Force Core Plus as well as our Force Core. Well, our Force Core Plus, rather. I could Survey options. Draw a lot of cards. Yeah. I'll Zapper, I'll attack mode. I should have done that in the other order. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisies. I just need to get to my next cycle through the deck as quickly as is humanly possible. And we did. And now there is a Force Core Plus in my deck. Excellent. So play that one naturally, play that one naturally, and then mass produce Force Core Plus. Play, 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 play. Enemy has no strength. Can't attack me if you have no strength. Nice. Bag of Preparation. The start of combat, draw 2 additional cards. So in the opening turn, we're dealing 9 cards to ourselves. That's insane. Shift Strike. Auto Turret Plus is here. Ooh, I could take it now. I mean, the Unceasing Top means the Shift Strike is not that bad, but it does get in the way of Synchronize. Auto Turret Plus removes itself from our deck. 4 damage to a random enemy every time we cycle. But the thing is, every time we cycle, we're cycling basically a Force Core, which is also dealing 5 damage to a random enemy from the Zapper. So it's like a... It's kind of like a bad Zapper for us at the moment. As much as I want to mega upgrade something here... No, it's definitely mega upgrade something. It's difficult to argue against mega upgrading things. Especially when our opening turn is going to have a ridiculous amount of cards in it. Synchronize and Zapper both need to be played. And then, I don't actually think I mass produce here. Yeah, I think I, just, like, heavy draw. I might actually mass produce this hand. Literally just to burn it out of my deck. Let's do it. We might have just won. Oh, attack mode. To defend, it gets cycled. Attack mode. See, we're drawing a lot of attack modes in a row. Now I'm waiting for the guard cores to be drawn in a row. Sorry, the guard cores, the force cores, rather. Yeah, that was a pretty good fight. Meltdown is just made 0 cost and lowers its damage. Don't want that. Reserves. That's actually going to be really good for us. Mega upgrading that isn't going to be that great, though. Hyper Beam deals 75 damage. I think it's being made more expensive. Yeah, I think it's 2 and 50 damage usually. I don't know what the mega upgrade of Hyper Beam is, but reserves is always going to be good for us. You can no longer smith at rest sites. That's not a good proposal. Remaining cards in our hand is also not a good proposal, right? We don't need them with the Unceasing Top and the heavy amount of draw that we have. We just want the extra energy from the Philosopher's Stone. Of course it's the Time Lord. Why would it be anything else? It's Maxwell Keeper, the Timekeeper. Synchronize and zap. Definitely double defend before I attack mode double strike and then go on my pretty way. Just gotta thin this deck, thin this deck, thin this deck. Oh, this is perfect. Mass production, Force Core Plus. Let's go. There's the Force Core Plus as well. Nice. Shield Potion, gain 12 shielding. It's actually probably better for us than the Fear Potion. Hazard Proof has been made more expensive and it gives us more artifacting. The upgrade does not give us more artifacting though. The upgrade after this, I think, adds 2 artifacting as well. So we could have 4 artifacting on a single skill. Thing is, we don't really use artifacting. Suppressive Fire has been made more expensive, does more damage, has more blur as well. Again, don't really want any of those. It's going to be really, I say this often, but it's going to be really difficult to convince me to take anything here. Oh my god. Synchronize. Mass production. Force Core. We don't have a Zapper out yet, so this is fine, but it's not insane. If we can get back through... Oh, wow, we couldn't. Okay, I'm going to actually use the 12 shielding here. This is just a setup. And now you'll see the payoff. Yeah, it looks a lot like that. Pondfish Scales. Whenever you play a skill that does not gain block, gain 2 block. And Backfire made more expensive and it does more base damage. That's actually an interesting card. I wonder if that could be possibly printed. Sweet Laser. It's just doubling its damage and doubling its cost there. Fierce Bash. No. Again, I stand by it. He's going to be almost impossible to get me to add a card to this deck. I want to remove a bunch. Also not going to take the damage there. Poison Strike. This is from RTS, by the way. Apply 1 poison. Sorry, apply 3 poison. Apply 4. It's also affected by damage modifiers, so strength will affect it. It's also 0 cost, so I guess it's cycles. We deal our damage with Synchronicity at the moment, though. Oh my god. Never mind. I screwed it up. Okay, if you're wondering what happened, I thought I could put reserves into my hand with that, but I can't, obviously. I'm just going to gain a bunch of zappers. That was dumb on my part. And there's the reserves. All works out in the end. Flak Barrage. Lowers the cost, but lowers the amount of times it hits. Has proof. Ooh. Yeah, same as we saw before. Except that one's already coming pre-upgraded. Okay, Master Core. At the start of your combat, shuffle 3 random cores into your draw pile. I wonder if maybe that's a garbage choice for us. Consider the fact that those cores won't be the same. And one of the big strengths of our deck right now is that the Force cores are activating both Zapper, but the fact that all of the cards in my deck that cycle, save for the critical hit, are the same means that Synchronize activates super often. I actually don't think we take it. I think it's actually quite reasonable for us to take it Art of War. Gives us extra energy. I want to take Art of War, Enhance, and a removal. Now, Enhances every turn upgrade a random card in your discard pile for this combat. The upgraded version is Upgrade 2, and then the upgraded version, the Mega Upgraded version, allows it to Mega Upgrade cards in your discard pile. If it Mega Upgrades any of our Force cores, for example, that's going to be hilarious. Okay. Get another strike out of there. That's not how we deal damage. Okay. We got Guard Core in here already, didn't we? Damn. I have a plan. It's not good, though. Definitely have to play Synchronize. Definitely have to play Zapper. I was thinking I'd pull out a bunch of defense modes and then just play them all. So how do I pull out the most defense modes? You play that, then that. I just realized that was extremely dumb. There was the possibility that we drew defense mode with what we just did, which would have been extremely bad. Enemy's taking a lot of damage here. 10 damage every single time I play one of them. So the options, refunds as well. Come on, defense mode. Yay, Synchronize. Sundial every 3 times you shuffle your deck, gain 2 energy. All right, all right. All right. Yeah, game is extremely over. We can only get 1 more elite before the end, so I'll go here so that I can get as many upgrades as humanly possible. No remove here, though. Could take a Flame Core. Don't want to take a Flame Core. Master the consistency of the deck, please. Enhance, and then we'll upgrade it again. Darkstone Periapt. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your HP by 6, max HP rather. Upon pickup, a random card in your deck becomes free. Please hit Impenetrable. All right, I have to stop recording now because I have to go and buy myself a lottery ticket. So my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game. I can't ever do that as a fake out anymore. You know, one of these days, I'm actually going to have to try and do that as a fake out. And in order to make you believe it from now on, I guess I'm actually just going to have to stop recording that episode at that point. Whee! Okay. Adrenaline Potion, draw 2 cards and gain an energy, as well as... I could actually take an Electric Armor because I could get a ridiculous amount of dex and allow it to pop off the top of this esophagus, rocking this metropolis. I'm not a large water-dwelling mammal from Africa. Where'd you get that preposterous hypothesis? Did Steve tell you that, perchance? Steve. Don't need it anyway, though. Excellent. See, I think we're actually going to ball out of control faster than these enemies, and that is not something I say lightly. Oh my god. That's fine. Just a casual 125 just a casual 125 block next turn, as well as 10 energy next turn, which is going to be fun. See, after we play all of our powers, you can see how thin our deck gets. Yeah, this is probably just lethal. Well, at least the Sundial didn't trigger. Counterbalance during boss and elite fights, enemy strength gain, block gain, and healing is reduced by half, as well as a block potion. Probably better than ancient artifact for us. Flame Gore is upgraded, but don't need it. So none of these, in fact, need to be upgraded either. Guess I'll upgrade the attack mode. Reserves, when it's upgraded, just changes their HP value. Right? It becomes 30, and then upgraded again becomes 50. But we cycle super heavily, so we'll get back to it anyway. That mass production's really terrifyingly sad, unfortunately. Oh well. And now we wait. 2 days! Crippling shot, deal 1 damage. It's lowered the damage and it's also lowered the cost. If this dealt unblocked attack damage, apply 99 weak and -2 strength. So the thing is, I would have to wait and use that, and I would have to wait to use that until after the purge effect from the time eater. It's not that great. Again, the mega upgrade for this just changed cycle if HP over 50. It doesn't really matter what we do here. I should have double upgraded defense, frankly. If it was a wee bit clever, that's what a wee bit cleverer, rather. That's what I would have done. Synchronize, Enhance, Zapper all need to be played. I'll survey. That's unfortunate. Actually going to use an adrenaline potion here. I can't mass produce Impenetrable, unfortunately. I can play 3 more cards maximum this turn. Well, I only get to play 3 cards next turn. This was always going to be the problem, balancing these against one another. Mass production. Can I get anything? Critical hit. No, nothing I want. So survey options. Okay. So I'm going to force core. And then I'll mass produce in order to get a force core plus. So now my whole deck is basically force cores at this point. So let's just watch the madness unfold. Cool. That's a fun build. I like that. 1,222 damage. Oh, is that going to get us our final unlock? It is, yeah. Not only did we get Beyond Perfect, we got 3 champions, we got combo, Highland of having no duplicates. Oh, I'm so damn pleased. I can't wait to see what we've just unlocked. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. Your name has been Karen. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.